As I have done with other works by Miyazaki, I figured I'd go for something a little more obscure, Porco Rosso, which I believe is Italian for the Crimson Pig, which makes sense because he's a pig who flies a red seaplane. Now, very similar to Castle in the Sky and Kiki's Delivery Service, the other dub for this is extremely rare, only appearing on the infamous Laserdisc collection and a very limited run DVD collection. However, there are archives that also have the original dub. Unlike the other ones that had a studio name associated with it, there is very little information on this other dub. Just a few names, really, and that's it. So for the most part, I'm going to be referring to this dub as the JAL dub, because it was commissioned for Japanese Airlines, and that's what that's short for. And the other thing to mention about this version is even though it was released by G Kids, as you can see up here, this is the same version that was released through Disney as well, and also Buena Vista Pictures before that. So, without further ado, let's begin. The first scene I want to compare is the beginning. I will be chopping the scene up since it's more scenery than dialogue.
Yeah.
Mr. Rosso, we've got a job for you. The Mama Ayuto gang is on the move.
Yeah.
Porco, we heard the Mama Utah Sky Gang is on the way to attack another ship.
The Mama Udo gang? I don't know. Kind of busy.
Mama Utah? Hey, I'm on holiday.
In the JAL release, he says he's on vacation, while in the Disney version, he doesn't seem to want the job.
The ship's delivering the company payroll.
We need you to protect one of our ships that's carrying a fortune in gold.
Is that all?
Well, there's a group of schoolgirls on board, too.
Now that is going to cost you.
Call someone else.
We need your help. There's a bunch of vacationing schoolgirls on board.
It's going to be expensive.
See here, bounty hunter, no price gouging. We've got a contract with you.
Yeah. I'm on it.
How about your usual rate plus a bonus if no one is hurt?
Seems in the JAL release, they are desperate for Porco, while in the Disney version, they want him at a discount. I prefer the lines of the JAL release, but I love the Disney voice much better.
Someday I'm going to get off my lazy butt and give this thing an overhaul.
Looks like it's time for an overhaul.
Interesting. Both use that term, overhaul.
Are you seaplane pirates?
That's right.
So we're your hostages?
That's right, too.
Smells like you never bathed.
You're
How
sharp.
cute. Could use some blood.
It's just fun to hear young girls saying a death skull needs more blood.
Are you really bad guys?
Yeah, shut up.
Are we hostages?
Yeah, shut up.
Whee!
Shut up.
Look, a skull! It's very well done, isn't it?
I'm giving it to the JAL release, though the bath joke is pretty funny.
Hey, come on, kids, we're in a hurry. Boss, do we have to take all 15 of them? Yeah, it's not nice to separate them from their friends.
Hurry up! Let's get going!
Boss, there's a lot of them. Do we have to take them all?
Yeah! Get them all together! Let's go!
I feel the JAL version is playing it up for laughs by accident, while in the Disney version, it's fully intentional.
There it is.
Sometimes it's the little things.
Looks like I'm late.
Shoot, I was too late.
We were attacked by the Mama Utah Sky Gang. They took the payroll and the girls. They went that away.
Porco, hurry! The Mama Ayuto Gang have taken the girls and the gold.
The crowd is far easier to understand in the JAL release.
Calm down. I know what I'm doing. That Mama Ayudo gang is so cheap. They'll fly till they're just out of sight, then hide on the nearest island just to save money on gasoline.
They don't know Mama Utah like I do. They'll head off until they think they're safe, then double back. I know they'll end up somewhere around their island. Shoot, not again. This could be trouble.
Don't give out on me now. Come on, baby. Come on. Yeah, that's my girl.
Who is this silent while working on mechanical work?
I gotta get this thing fixed. This looks serious. I better land soon.
That can't be good. I better get this job done quick.
Pretty much the same.
There they are.
There they are.
What the heck is this? A sightseeing plane? This is pirate country.
Oh, it's just one of the island tour boats.
That's quite a different interpretation. In the JAL version, Porco doesn't recognize the seaplane until he gets closer, which is probably why they added in more lines in the Disney version.
They know better than to be out here.
Hey, girls, get out of here. You can get yourselves kidnapped in these skies, sweethearts.
Ladies, you gotta get out of here. It's dangerous, and you might be kidnapped.
He seems to be more of a celebrity in the Disney version. But the JAL version, I almost wonder if that's the main joke of this movie. When pigs fly?
Looks like we're safe. What's going on down there?
I think we got away.
Hey, we're flying! I want to see
Get
Mommy.
back inside. What's going on down here? Sit down and shut up. Can't you control a bunch of kids? That's why I asked you if we were bringing them all out.
Now, girls, this is not a playground. Hey, can't you shut them up? I told you that we shouldn't have taken them all. Ah, my nose.
It amazes me how the goofier sounding voice plays this much more serious. After recovering the gold and the kids, I don't think I'm giving away too much by saying that, there's talk at a local restaurant.
Mama Yuta's gonna be too embarrassed to show his face today.
Mama Utah's trying to make a living and the pig's playing hero. The new guy, he's an American, right?
It is so degrading having to ask an American for help.
He's American, but his grandmother is a quarter Italian. Anyway, if you don't stop the pig, you'll all be broke before you know it.
Another triumph for Porco Rosso.
It's a good thing we pirates are banded together, eh?
Oh, we've got to do something about that stupid pig. So, your American here can help us.
The pirates of the Adriatic can't have an American protect them. That's embarrassing.
No, it's not. Look at him. His grandma's cousin was Italian. And besides, Curtis is the only pilot who can beat Porco.
While the accents are quite cheesy in the JAL version, I think they're a fine addition. Each one at the table seems to represent a different country.
Nous chanterons le temps de cerises, égaux oignons et mêle le moqueur, seront-tu en fête?
I find it amazing that in both dubs this song is in French, and even though I'm no expert, I think both do a pretty good job with it. If anybody does speak French, feel free to tell me which one is easier to understand.
She's real beautiful, isn't she? Great combination. A voice of velvet and a body to match.
She sure is incredible.
I just might have to take her back home with me. I bet she could make it big in America.
In both versions, I feel the cheesy Texan accent is pretty much identical. I also find it odd how the JAL dub is a little more harsh than the Disney version.
Ladies like her are tough to find. She even keeps the Skyfighters in line.
Is that thing outside yours?
Yep, it's a real demon. Fastest thing in the Mediterranean, and it makes me money.
Although she will have to stop singing in French all the time, of course.
Hey, cowboy, is that your plane out front?
Yep. I don't mind saying she made me a bit of a celebrity in the racing world.
Here you beat the Italians for the Schneider Cup 2 years in a row.
She's not just fast, she's great in a dogfight, too. You wouldn't happen to be the pig Porco Rosso I've been hearing so much about.
So, you're the one who beat the Italians in the Schneider Cup.
That's right, but what I'm best at is aerial combat. These pirates tell me that you got a pretty good reputation in the skies.
Seems Curtis had more victories in the JAL release. Fun fact, the Schneider Cup was actually a trophy given the seaplanes about this time period.
You better be careful about the company you keep. Skyfighters are about as sleazy as they come. If I were you, I'd watch my flank.
I'd play dirty, too.
I'd be careful if you plan on making a deal with those pirate gangs. Not only are they lying cheapskates, not a single one of them knows how to bathe.
That's for sure.
Hey, we heard that, you stupid pig!
You looking for a fight, pig?
What's going on? All you important people at one table. Are you boys planning something nasty again?
Us?
Look at this. All you handsome pirate bosses at one table. You're not here to cause problems, are you?
Never.
Not us.
You know my rule. You eat in my restaurant, not fight.
Of course, Gina, we would never fight within 50 miles of your place.
We're even getting along with the pig.
I love to have you. I don't want any fighting here.
You know us, Gina. We don't work within a 50-mile radius of this. We wouldn't do that.
We're even getting along with the pig tonight.
Once again, pretty close.
Eating all alone up here again. So, what do you think of that American flyboy? He's something else, isn't he?
Did you notice anything strange about that new American man?
I don't know what it is, but I just love that little sound they put in there for the shrug.
I can't believe it, but he asked me to marry him almost before he even said hello. I told him I've had my fill of pilots. I lost one to the war, one in the Atlantic, and the last one in Asia.
As soon as he saw me, he asked me to marry him. So I told him of the 3 pilots I've married. The first died in the war, the second died in the Atlantic, the last one, he died in Asia.
So you finally heard.
I got the message today. They found his plane wreck in Bengal. He's the 3rd one.
So you've heard something.
I got the call last night. They found his remains in some remote part of Bengal. It's strange, Marco. I've been waiting to hear something for 3 years, but now I can't even cry. I just feel numb. Maybe I've run out of tears.
It would be nice to cry, but I don't have any tears left.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Friendship.
Yeah, well, the good guys always die. Cheers. To a good man.
It's sad how they're both so used to death that neither of them feel pity anymore. The toast is very different in both versions. To me, it seems like in the JAL version, it's more general by saying friendship, as if he's toasting all the others that have gone before.
Marco, I want to thank you for keeping an eye on me and my restaurant all these years.
Thanks for always being around when I need you. You know, Marco, you're the only old friend I have left.
The only thing I don't like about this place is that picture hanging over there on the wall.
Leave it alone. That's the only picture we have taken of you when you were still human.
I just can't tell you how much your friendship means to me.
Well, you know, it's a great place, except for that ugly photograph you keep hanging on the wall up there.
Hey, that's my favorite picture. I can't believe you scribbled over your face. That's the only picture left of you as a human.
The Disney version Just makes more sense.
I wonder what it's going to take to remove that mysterious spell from you.
How are you ever going to break that stupid curse on you, Marco?
For this next scene, Porco's cashing in his pay. Alright, a lot of pay.
I envy you, Mr. Rosso. I wish I could make money the way you do.
I envy you. It'd take me a year to earn this kind of money.
There's just something organic about this teller in the JAL version I just love.
Yeah, here's this month's payment.
That's final payment. Why don't you put some of that into government bond? The money will do some good, and the interest rate's not bad.
Here's this month's payment.
That's the last you owe on the seaplane. Let's see. How about buying some patriotic bonds to help serve our nation?
Or perhaps I'll just arrest you for treason.
Sorry, I'm a pig. I'll leave that to you humans.
That's for humans. Sorry, but I'm not interested.
Hey there, Mr. Rosso. We've got your gun ready.
Hi, Mr. Porcellino. It's ready.
There's like no consistency with the names here.
Great. I need some ammo too.
Yes, sir.
Give me some ammo too, kid.
Yes, sir.
A lot of commotion in the streets.
Sure is. Looks like our islands are in for a change of government.
What's going on outside?
Demonstration. I think there's going to be another change of government. If that happens, you'll become a villain overnight.
If so, you bounty hunters will soon be outlaws.
Laws don't mean anything to a pig.
That's a good point. Don't mean much to us weapons dealers either.
I have no country. There are no laws for me.
That's true, but they can still rough you.
Both dealers talk sense, but the JAL one seems far more concerned.
Here are the bullets. You sure you want the usual? We've got new armor-piercing ones that explode on contact.
Hey, easy, kid. I'm just a bounty hunter. I'm not fighting a war.
Here's your shells. We also have the new explosive penetration bullets.
Kid, this isn't a game. The usual will be just fine. See you later.
I'm giving it to the Disney one. It feels like they couldn't figure out what to call the bullets in the JAL version.
Come again. So, what's the difference between fighting a war and bounty hunting?
If you make money from war, you're scum. But if you can't make money from bounty hunting, you're an idiot.
Thank you. What's the difference between the Sky Gangs and Mr. Porcellino, Grandpa?
Sky fighters like Mr. Porcellino are honorable, but the Sky Gangs would do anything for a buck.
I love the Disney philosophy a lot better, but both make a lot of sense. While flying to Milan for repairs, Porco is shot down, leaving very little of his plane intact. With what little he can salvage, he is off to see his mechanic, Piccolo. Not that one. I'm sorry, I just had to make that joke.
Hey, Porco, I thought you would come here tonight, so I waited up.
She really took a beating this time.
It looks like you're missing half of the plane. Wouldn't it be easier to build a new one?
I had a feeling you'd arrive it tonight. I've been waiting for you, too. 3 hours.
I knew I could count on you.
Looks like you didn't do so well at this time. Wouldn't it be easier maybe just to build a new one?
While I do like how both have an accent, I think the voice in the Disney version fits a little better with his small stature. Then again, Peter Dinklage has a pretty deep voice. Yeah, what do you think?
Maybe easier, but I'm attached to this one.
Yeah, I know just what you mean.
Step back! I'm going to back the truck in!
I'm attached to this one.
All right. It's your money.
Hey, look out! I'm gonna back her in, Kay?
So, tell me, Piccolo, where'd you find the girl?
That's my granddaughter from America.
She's a cutie. I expected different from you.
She's my granddaughter. Okay, well, that's good. Said stop.
Keep coming, keep coming. Action.
gorgeous fuselage, isn't it, Grandpa? Great lines.
What a gorgeous ship. It's really beautiful, isn't it? Great lines.
The Disney version just makes more sense. It's a plane, not a ship.
Not many workers around who can do a job like this these days.
Well, there's no resemblance.
Hmm?
Are you sure that girl's your granddaughter, Piccolo?
Keep away from her.
You betcha. They don't know how to make a flying ships like this and no more.
There's no resemblance.
Huh?
Are you sure she's your granddaughter?
Keep you paws off.
Theo, you all right getting the plane off the rig?
Sure, no problem.
I've got to outfly an American named Curtis or my business is in the toilet.
We'll leave it to you, Theo.
Okay, I'll take care of it.
I need another 15 knots. I'm going after the American.
Curtis. Now that's a name brings back memories.
Curtis, I've got just what you need.
Seems he knows Curtis a lot better in the JAL version.
What do you think?
This would give me some extra kick.
Don't ask how I got it.
How about this?
It's a Fulgore, isn't it?
Just don't ask me where I got it. The Italian ship with this engine lost against Curtis in the Schneider Cup of 25. It's a great engine, but in 25 the mechanic is no good. He messed up.
All I can say is that it came from an Italian seaplane that lost the Schneider Cup to Curtis in 1927. But it wasn't the engine's fault. The mechanic was an idiot.
There's just something about the broken English that makes the JAL dub feel much more authentic.
I'll turn this up just right.
This is gonna be exciting.
I'm not gonna race the thing anyway. Just tune it up so it always runs.
Whatever you say. You're the customer.
But don't tune it up too delicately. I'm not flying this thing in a race, you know.
Hey, you're talking to the god of engine work here. Trust me.
Hey, Piccolo, are you taking all of my money?
Hey, these days one of these doesn't buy so much. Give me the money in your pocket or you won't have enough.
You plan on taking all of my money?
Quit whining. These days, money's barely worth the paper it's printed on. You're coming up short. Give me the money you've got in your pocket.
I need that. I've got to pay for meals, hotel room, more meals.
You can stay here, meals included. I won't charge you much.
Let's see, the propeller costs $243 and the carburetor.
But this money's for my stay. For a hotel, meals and stuff.
You can stay here. I'll give you a discount. I'll throw it in meals.
Giving it to the JAL version here. Not only does the broken English still sound great, but the idea he's itemizing everything just makes sense.
So, Piccolo, I haven't seen your sons around. Are they all right?
They took off to find work.
They took off? Then who's going to design my plane?
Theo will do it.
I haven't seen your sons around tonight. Are they doing okay?
They've gone away to work.
Away? Who's going to design it?
Theo's gonna design it.
Theo? Your granddaughter?
She's young, but she's got more talent than my sons ever had.
Theo? That cute little girl.
Don't be such a pig. She's a talented engineer, even better than my sons.
No dice, pal. I need a professional. I'm taking my worthless money somewhere else. Sorry.
I've known you for a long time, Piccolo, but I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm going elsewhere.
Wait a minute. Are you leaving because I'm a woman or because I'm too young?
They're both very good reasons.
Are you leaving because I'm a woman? Or is it because I'm too young?
Actually, it's both, kiddo.
Okay, that's fair. But tell me what you think it takes to make a pilot great. Experience?
No, it's intuition.
I just knew you weren't going to say experience.
All right, okay. But can you tell me what it takes to be a great pilot? Experience?
No, it's inspiration.
I'm glad you didn't say experience. My grandfather told me that from the start you flew like a bat out of hell. He also said it was like you were born with wings.
Grandpa said you flew solo your first week and you were a great pilot right from the very start.
It just amazes me how much harsher the JAL version is.
Isn't that true?
Yeah, but that was 1910 when I was 17.
17? That's the same age I am.
I started flying in 1910. when I was 17.
17? And I'm 17 now. I can't do anything about being a woman, but if you're half the man, you'll give me a shot. You don't have to pay if I don't do a good job. Right, Grandpa?
That's my granddaughter. She takes after me, and I was tearing down engines when I was 12.
I can't help being a woman. But I guarantee you I have the talent. If I don't do a good job, you don't have to pay. Okay, Grandpa?
She's my granddaughter. She'll do fine. Now with me, I was fixing engines at the age of 12.
Why don't you sleep on it? That's your bed. Breakfast is at 7. I've left you a clean towel in the bathroom. Good night.
You can sleep here tonight. I'll make you a bed tomorrow. Breakfast is at 7 and there's a hot shower and a towel in there. Sleep well.
You're gonna be a little short on the money, but since you're an older friend, I'll float you for the rest.
Still don't have enough, but since you're a good friend, I've decided to loan you the rest.
Good morning. Did you sleep well?
Yeah, looks like you didn't.
I had to finish. What do you think? I didn't want to ruin the design, so I left the body intact. The key changes are made in the wing section. These old plans are really great. The wings are wooden monocoque, too. This calculation is amazing. Whoever drew up these wing sections really knew about the properties of wood.
Good morning. Did you sleep well?
You were up all night?
Here's a rough draft of the design. So what do you think? I tweaked the wing section a bit, which should make the plane fly at least 5 knots faster. Look, I dug up the original blueprints. The design is really radical, huh? Wooden monocoque wings with extreme angles of incidence? I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah. It's the only one like it. But it was too dangerous to fly. No one wanted to try. So it was just put in storage.
It's such a small thing, but the way the animation is, that sounds like the way the voice should be coming out of his mouth.
I knew it. It had to be very difficult for this ship to leave the water with this wing design.
The only difficult part is when the ship leaves the water. Once it's up to speed and flying, it's great.
Yeah, they only made one. Then they decided it was too dangerous. No pilot could fly it. I found it covered in dust in a warehouse.
I can see why. With the wings angled like that, I'm really surprised you can even get it off the water.
Takeoffs and landings can be a little bit tricky, but get her up to speed and she handles like a dream.
Much better line.
Add another 0.5 degrees to the wingtips of the corners over here. After that, you can proceed.
So I can do it? Thank you. I promise you won't be sorry.
There's only one condition. You have to promise to get some sleep. You're no use to me tired or sick. Besides, young ladies like you need your beauty rest.
Why don't you try increasing the angle of incidence by ½ degree on the wing? The rest looks fine.
So you're giving me the job? Oh, thank you for trusting a woman.
All right, you've got the job. But on one condition, Theo. No more staying up all night or your work will start getting sloppy. Also, it's really bad for your complexion.
It's a deal. It's just I was so excited that I couldn't sleep last night. I was also worried that you wouldn't even give me a chance. I knew it was a great design, but I knew I could improve on it. I'm so excited. I'll make coffee.
Okay, but don't tell me you're gonna build it by yourself.
You got it. To be honest, I couldn't sleep last night because I was afraid you wouldn't give me the job. I should sleep fine tonight. I'll go make us some coffee and then I'll get back to work. This is so exciting! I can't wait to start building.
Don't tell me that she plans on building the whole plane by herself.
Going to Milan is always a risk for Porco since there's a warrant out for his arrest. His position has been discovered and he has to get out in a hurry. With the engine not being tuned up yet, Theo refuses to have Porco leave without her.
Theo, what do you think you're doing?
I'm going along. Give me 5 minutes. I'm just making space.
Theo, what do you think you're doing?
I'm rigging up my seat. Just give me about 5 seconds, okay?
Just like the castle in the sky, Dub, there's quite a difference in time here.
You are crazy if you think I'm letting you fly home with me.
Don't kid around. Do you have any idea what you're doing?
Be quiet. Don't be so loud.
Theo, stop right there.
Shh, the secret police will hear you.
Theo. There's a warrant out for my arrest, you realize. This is not a joyride, sweetheart. So if
Here,
you...
hold this for a second, please.
You're just a girl with lots to learn. You're way too young to even think of this kind of thing.
Can you hold this, please? Thanks. I was in a big rush, but I made this. Look!
Thank you. Look at this. Ta-da! I just whipped this together and it fits perfectly. It's a bit of a tight fit in here, but it should do.
There is a lot less dialogue here.
It fits perfectly. Can you hold it there?
Look, lady, I'm an adventurer, and I'm carrying weapons. You know, this is not a school sightseeing trip.
Would you hold this, please?
Theo, this is way too dangerous. I'll be taking off from the canal out back. I don't even know if I can get her off the water.
Uh-huh. I know. That's why you need to have the engineer with you, so I can make adjustments to the plane.
I'm sorry, but I want to do well on my first job. I need to fly with you once and make final adjustments.
But we are going to fly from the back canal. We don't even know if we can take off and get away without trouble.
While the position changes, both are pretty much the same dialogue.
I've got to go with you. You'll need a good spotter and a ground man if you plan to fight with Curtis.
Don't you get it? I'm off to fight Curtis. I will have bullets flying over my head.
I can handle that. I'm responsible for this plane, and I want to do my first job right.
I'm a man. We'll have to live on a desert island, just the two of us alone, you know.
I'm fine. I like sleeping outside.
That's not the point.
Think about it. I'm a known womanizer. I'd live on a deserted island in a small tent.
That's great. I love camping.
That's not the point.
Take her. I'll give you a good deal on her salary, and I know she'll come in handy. Besides, I want you back in business so I can get paid.
Take her. You owe me money, and you have to beat Curtis if you're gonna pay me back. I'm not gonna go bankrupt if you don't pay back.
Are you sure you're her grandfather?
I want to charge you for her time. Here, I'm gonna put an intercom so you can talk to each other.
You're this girl's grandfather?
It'll be good for her. And I'll install this so you two can chit-chat.
So you're okay with turning her into an outlaw?
Mm-mm. I'm going along as your hostage. See, that way all my relatives can tell the police they had no choice but to help you.
Seems like you just want to get rid of your granddaughter.
No, I'm going to be your hostage. That way we can tell the fascist police that and explain why everybody at the factory was forced to cooperate. So please, take me with you. I'm sure I can help.
So please, Porco, let me come. I can help you.
You better take out one of those machine guns.
What?
There's not enough space in there, even with your tiny butt. Now take out a gun.
Thank you. And you know, my butt is bigger than it looks. I'll have the gun out in 2 seconds.
Take off the gun on your right side.
Huh?
No matter how skinny you are, there isn't enough space for you between the guns. Take one off.
I'm glad. Actually, my hips are bigger than they look. It'll just take me a second.
With seeing how harsh the JAL dub is, you think that butt comment would have been in there rather than the Disney version.
If we hang around here much longer, even the old ladies will want to come.
That'll cost you a lot of moolah.
We've got to leave soon. I'm afraid Grandma will decide to come with us if we don't leave right away.
Hey, now that's an idea. I should have thought of that.
I think the joke works better in the JAL version.
Grandma, hurry up. Get out of the way.
Theo, have a good time. And take care, eh?
Grandma, get out of the way.
Hey, Theo, you bring back souvenirs.
I will.
Contacto! Open the door!
Contact! Open the door!
Go!
A strange turn, I think the JAL dub makes more sense. With the secret police right outside, it would make more sense that it seems like they're trying to stop him from getting away.
How's the steering, Marco?
It's just as crazy as you are. It's even more difficult than it was before.
How's the steering, Porco?
It's crazy. It's just like you, Theo. It's even harder to handle than before.
Stop the plane, I'll make some adjustments.
No, we don't have time. I'll get her up in the air somehow.
Stop for a second, I'll make adjustments.
There's no time for that. We have to lift off somehow.
There's a ship in front of us!
I can't get enough lift.
Porco, there's a ship!
Yeah. Gonna make it. We're catching on the water. I can't get control. Come on, baby.
The aileron's hitting the water! Use the trim tab!
The what?
It's the crank on your right! Hurry! The aileron is catching in the water! Use the tab!
The tab?
The one we installed on your left! Hurry up!
Great. It started to light me all of a sudden.
Got it! Here we go.
For this last scene, we are given a glimpse as to why Porco is a pig.
Marco?
Hmm? Can't you sleep?
Marco?
You can't sleep?
Just now, it was just a dream.
Don't worry. Just sleep. We've got to get up early tomorrow.
I saw... Maybe it was a dream.
Go back to sleep. We've got a big day tomorrow.
Porco,
Yeah.
why did you turn into a pig?
Marco, how did you become a pig?
All middle-aged men are pigs.
You know, I've heard a lot about Captain Marco Rossellini. My father was in his fighter unit.
I don't know.
I know a lot about Captain Margot Paget.
This guy has way too many names in this version.
My father was in the same unit.
He told me that Marco once landed his seaplane in a raging sea to save the life of an enemy pilot. I think that's amazing.
I love the story that the captain went down into the sea during the storm and saved an enemy pilot. I love that story. I've listened to it many times.
I got it! What if I kiss you, Porco?
Huh?
Yeah, you've heard of the fairy tale where the girl kisses the frog and it turns him back into a handsome prince?
Marco, shall I see if a kiss does anything?
What?
I once read a story about a frog who becomes a prince when a princess kisses him.
Shush up, Theo. You should save that for a more important occasion.
Come on. You've got to save it for somebody special, for crying out loud.
Don't you like me?
You're a great kid. You know what, Theo? Seeing you makes me wish I'd never given up being human. Now go to sleep.
You're just mean.
You're a good kid. When I see you, I feel that there's still some hope for the human race. Be a good girl. Go to sleep, please.
I feel the JAL version seems a bit deeper, as if Porco would rather be a pig since he hates all humans.
First tell me a story, then I'll go to sleep.
You tell me a story and I'll go to sleep.
A story? Let's see. Well, it was the last summer of the war.
It was the last summer of the Great War.
Saying the Great War makes a little more sense. That's what World War I was referred to until World War II happened.
We were flying over the Adriatic on a routine surveillance patrol headed toward Istria.
We went on patrol over the Adriatic Ocean, heading toward Astoria.
What's interesting is that both of these dubs are correct. Istria is what most people call the region. However, Histria is also correct. Though I have Croatian ancestry, I have no idea how it's supposed to be pronounced in its native tongue.
Belrini was...
Clouds?
Yeah. It was so quiet. The sky was really beautiful. There were strange clouds flying higher up, way up above me. Then I realized I was the only one left. Just me, flying slightly above the sea.
When I came to, I was skimming just above the sea, all alone.
That just means that your time hadn't come yet.
God was telling you it wasn't your time yet.
You think? Seems to me he was telling me I was a pig and maybe I deserved to be all alone.
I thought that I heard someone telling me to keep flying like that forever. Totally alone.
It can't be. You're such a nice person.
The good ones are the ones who died.
You can't believe that. You're a good person.
No, the good guys were the ones who died. Or maybe I'm dead and life as a pig is the same thing as hell.
It could be life as a pig is the same as hell. Well, that's my story. Go to sleep now.
Now here is how he tells the story in the Disney version.
My good buddy Berlini was right beside me. He had just gotten married to Gina of the Hotel Adriana. Suddenly, we were in the middle of the worst dogfight of my life. Friends and enemies were falling all around me like flies. I had 3 planes trying to chase me down, and all I thought about was myself. Soon I realized I was the only one left from my unit. But the enemy never let up. I flew my guts out trying to get away. My hands and feet went numb. I could feel myself starting to black out. I was sure I was going to die. Then suddenly, everything around me turned white.
White?
Yeah. It was the strangest thing I'd ever seen. The light was so pure, I figured I must be in heaven. Then I realized I had just flown into a cloud. I was so exhausted, I couldn't hold onto the stick to fly my plane. But the plane just kept on flying.
Flew by itself?
Yeah. It was perfectly quiet, and the sky was beautiful. Then, I saw this strange band of white high above me.
Berlini! I thought you were dead! Come back here! Where do you think you're going? What about Gina? You can't leave her alone. Let me go instead. Hold on!
There are just 2 more clips I want to show you. However, this gets into spoiler territory. If you don't want any spoilers, until next time, keep having fun. And for the rest of you, the first scene I want to show is what happens before Porco gets to Milan.
That's it, baby. Just keep running. That's it. Keep chugging. We're almost there.
Come on. Come on, girl. Come on. That's it. That's right. Just stay with me, baby.
Catch breath.
Fight me, pig! One-on-one!
No thanks, Tex. Kinda busy.
Feels like he's egging him on here in the JAL version.
Don't be a chicken pig! Fight me now!
Take your fight and stuff it. I'm on vacation. Whoops. Lost my cover.
If you run away, I'll tell everyone you're a chicken!
Chicken, pig, what's the difference? Whoa. I'm out in the open.
Damn. I got you. You didn't get me. My engine just cut out on me.
Oh, come on, baby.
I hit the pig!
You didn't hit anything. My engine died, you idiot.
Both are rated PG, however I feel the JAL version takes advantage of it with the language like that.
I've done it! I killed the pig! I'll be famous now!
He's down. I'm a bona fide celebrity. Yahoo!
If you're gonna go hokey Texan, you might as well throw a Yahoo in there.
I need some kind of evidence. I can't go home empty-handed. Huh?
I need some evidence or no one will believe me. Let's see. Ooh. Gotcha.
That's it!
I'm giving it to the JAL version, not only for the "that's it," but also for the idea that it's much easier to understand what he's saying in the JAL version. This is the main reason I put the spoiler warning up. Maybe it's just me, but it sounds like Porco died in the JAL version.
The Italian Air Force missed them. Marco did not even show up on the day I went back to Milan. But I became very good friends with Gina. There have been many wars and rebellions since then, but our friendship has been lasting. Even after I inherited the Piccolo Corporation, it has been my policy to spend my summers at the Hotel Adriano. Gina is becoming more and more beautiful. Her customers have changed over the years, but there are still many familiar faces. And Mr. Donald Curtis? He has not become president yet, but he did make it to Hollywood and became a star. He writes to me sometimes. He says he misses the days of summer.
Now this is how it ends in the Disney version.
Porco flew rings around the Italian Air Force, and they never caught up with him again. I stayed with Gina for a while, and we became good friends. But soon I decided it was time to go back to Milan. Through the years, there have been a few wars and a good deal of turmoil, but my friendship with Gina has remained strong. I am now president of the Piccolo Company, and we're busy designing all sorts of radical new planes, but I take time out every summer to visit the Hotel Adriano. The old pirate gangs still hang out at Gina's bar.
Mr. Curtis still writes to me sometimes, although he has yet to become president of the United States. He says he still fondly remembers that summer in the Adriatic.
And as for how Gina's bet turned out,
well, that's our secret.
With that, I end my video. I covered a lot more than I thought I was going to, but if there are scenes I didn't cover that you'd like to see, feel free to ask. If I can't make a video about it, I can at least tell you what the differences are. So, till next time, keep having fun.